Hi guys, Jacob here, SAFC Fan TV, and first of all, I want to say a massive shout out to the boys for playing five-a-side yesterday against Newcastle Fans TV. Some top performances. Morgan in goal, absolutely outstanding at times, David De Gea-esque. Nathan just slotting into that central midfield role, snapping people's legs at times, was absolutely hilarious to watch. But yeah, overall his ball playing skills will definitely get better the more games he plays in future. And Sean's finishing top notch, mate. Honestly, he could be the secret weapon if we get more games organised in the future. But on to the game tomorrow night away at Gillingham, FA Cup first round replay. Obviously, I know we'll be coming back to that debate about whether the cup competitions will be a distraction this season to the league form, especially. But looking at the game tomorrow night, it's so vital that we put in an effective performance considering the shit we've been put through this last week. I mean, the 3-0 defeat at Scunthorpe last week and the EFL trophy more or less summed it all up, all the problems that's going on at the club at the minute. But it looks like a few under-23 players could be involved tomorrow night, the likes of Bully Mumba, Jack Bainbridge, who is likely to be in the squad as well. Obviously, we know because a few players are on international duty, like John McLaughlin. I think Benji Kimmioka might be away as well. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what system he goes with because at the moment, like our creativity in midfield is just completely lackluster. And trying to get the ball to the strikers, and trying to get the ball to Mark McNulty, who was meant to be our main threat of goal at Scunthorpe last week, simply just wasn't working. So yeah, we could see a lot of changes in there. Obviously, Lyndon Gooch is still out, according to Phil Parkinson. He's just had an injection on his back. Charlie Wyke has just returned to training this week. He's doing a lot of running, but it's unlikely he'll be fit for the squad tomorrow night. Will Grigg is back though. If there is any game for Will Grigg to come on and perform and really make a statement to the manager why I could be the difference this season is now. I mean, I remember when Stuart Donald came on the radio last week, he is still confident that Parkinson will be able to get Grigg firing this season. I mean, that famous quote, actions speak louder than words. I'd love for him to get on the score sheet tomorrow night. I mean, he just needs it massively at this moment in time. And yeah, I think if we get through, it's a home tie against Wimbledon or Doncaster Rovers. But all I want to see tomorrow night is a performance filled with heart, passion, and pride. I mean, it doesn't look like a lot of fans will be going, but the fans who do turn up, I'll be going with the Sunderland London supporters branch tomorrow night. We just want to see committed players out there really playing for the badge, despite they might not be getting appearances in the league in the first match squad 11 at this moment in time. But yeah, I'm confident we'll pull through. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a quality game tomorrow night, but I'm going to go for a sneaky 1-0 victory. I think one goal will do it. I think it will be a late goal, and I think whether McGeady starts will be a question. I think he might potentially be left on the bench, and for him to come on with if we're in desperate need of a goal, and I think he'll end up getting the winner. So yeah, a 1-0 victory. But yeah, back to the five-a-side game against Newcastle Fans TV. Just so unfortunate to lose the way we did. I thought we played with a lot of heart and passion in that game. Obviously, great sportsmanship as well between both sets of players. Brilliant handshakes at the end as well, and just a great event. I feel thoughts go out to the lads at Newcastle Fans TV for organising it. I thought they'd done an absolutely brilliant job, and hopefully we can get an 11-a-side fixture sorted out at the end of the season as well, which will be absolutely fantastic. Potentially played, you never know, on the Stadium of Light pitch. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it just shows, obviously, when it comes to events like that, rivalries are put aside, and it's all about just great crack and great sportsmanship at the end of the day, which we showed that. I mean, on the radio show that Sean went on in the end, He talked about that a lot, and they really showed a lot of passion and pride on there. Talking about how we haven't had a derby in a long. That's probably the closest we'll get to a derby in a few years. Just how a lot of the differences, a lot of the spats between both sets of fans have had, especially taking the mick out of each other when we got relegated down to League One and when we relegated Newcastle back in 2016. How could they just be put aside and moved on? But yeah, obviously big week ahead. Obviously Gillingham first round replay tomorrow, Coventry at home on Saturday, and Burton at home next Tuesday, which is the first of our 3 games in hand we've got. So obviously Saturday's game, I'd say, is more important, but for a massive confidence boost, we need to win tomorrow night to really get the fans back on side.